for we are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Tope and this is Top Notes by Tope. If this is the first time you're coming across my video or my channel, I do fragrance related content and I'm a fragrance content creator from Lagos, Nigeria. So I'll be elated if you will subscribe to my channel, like and share, because it's a way to support and help my channel. For my returning viewers, thank you for coming back, but kindly consider to subscribe to the channel. And then for my returning subscribers, gang, super happy to have you, super appreciative for you every day. Welcome to the channel. Today in the video, I am talking about two of Mancera's 2020 collection, 2020 releases, and I'm excited because I've been playing with these fragrances and I would like to unbox in quote and give you my first impressions, because you know, if you're here always, that I usually would play with them a bit so that I can give you a more in-depth and authentic point of view of the fragrance. So if you're interested to know my opinions on these two fragrances, without much ado, let's get into the video. Welcome back, guys. Okay, so the two fragrances that I have, the first one is Saharan Wind, and even though it's a 2020, it's the same Mancera with the flower logo of Mancera. It has Saharan Wind, and then it's an older perfume, 4 fluid ounces, that's 120 ml. Behind it, it has sticker that shows ingredients, expiring date, and then also below it there's some warning, and then the batch code is there at the bottom, and all the good stuff. It comes in the usual Mancera pouch, you know, with a Mancera Paris on it like that. This is the gold one. There's a bit of difference. This is the one that has like the sticker with Saharan Wind like that. And then the difference now is that it doesn't open like, this is magnetic now. It doesn't open. If you remember the old Manceras, they were twist open cups, but these are magnetic cups, and it has like, this one reminds me of the red tobacco that had like that sticker thing, but I think red tobacco had black plastic on it and it wasn't magnetic, it was a screw open. So I think this is the new design. And then below the bottle is the solid, usual solid Mancera bottle, and below it they have lasered the perfume, the address, and some other information below it. So I know that what you want to know is how it smells. I'm going to take off my wristwatch. I'm actually coming back from somewhere, so I'm still kind of dressed. I thought that since I'm made up, why not just record a video? So I've taken off my wristwatch just so I can find space to spritz. And this one has a number of notes, so I'm reading from my notebook just so that it's much easier. I know some for my skin, but I wanted to give you the in-depth notes. So in beautiful accords, it's woody, it's aromatic, it has leather, fresh, spicy, vanilla, it's tobacco, warm, spicy, it's sweet, it's animalic, and it has lavender. So in notes, in the top notes, it has spices, leather, bergamot, and pink pepper. In the mid notes, it has cypress, it has lavender, it has lily of the valley. And the maize notes, it has woody notes, it has tobacco, it has vanilla, amber, patchouli, and white musk. On my skin, I get the leather and spice. I get a bit of the amber, the patchouli, but what I get most is the leather, the spice, the tobacco, the vanilla, and the patchouli. So that's what I get on my skin. Honestly, when I spritzed this fragrance, what it reminded me was like the Montguilon and Angel EDT kind of put together with a throwing of some leather into it. In the dry down, I get a deep tobacco, you know, that has mixed up with the amber and vanilla to make it just a tad bit boozy, not very boozy. That's what I get on my skin. Honestly, on my skin, it is leather, it's lavender, it's vanilla, patchouli, that it's so beautifully done. I like this fragrance. To be honest, the first time I spritzed it on, I wasn't very excited because to my nose, and even till today, it kind of leans more masculine than feminine for me, I need to be honest. I would say that it is 60 to, let's say, 57% masculine to my nose. This is a beautiful, and it's slightly sweet. In the dry down it gets sweet, which I'm going to say it's from the vanilla. It's so beautiful, it's well done, and it's unusual. This fragrance is a masterpiece, I need to say, and it walks away from the Mancera DNA. Like, if you are a lover of Mancera like I am, you know that Mancera has a specific DNA. There's a way that Mancera does their fragrance, and that it doesn't have the typical synthetic, oh praise the Lord, that syntheticness that usually some Mancera fragrance have. This one doesn't have it, at least till now that I have used it. I haven't smelled it. Projection is fantastic. It has like an arm's length and half of sillage. It projects continuously for 2 hours straight on my skin, and then longevity of this on my skin was 10 plus hours. I need to be very honest. I did only 6 sprays. At a certain point I thought that I did too much. It lasts much longer in my clothes than it does on my skin. On my skin it does the 10-hour mark for me. It becomes a skin scent after the 2-hour mark of projection. It projects in, you know, how do I say this? It projects in bits and pieces, like not that continuous projection. You pick it up here and there. And bear in mind that when I use this fragrance, all the times I used it 3 times, and all the times I used it I was wearing face masks, so it means that the projection is fantastic, and I was still smelling it. After the 2-hour mark, it kind of projects in flashes for another hour and a half to another 2 hours. So I can say that there's a solid continuous projection for 2 hours, and then there's this medium to average projection for another 2 hours, after which, so 4 hours becomes a skin scent. So out of the 10 hours, 4 hours of which is projecting actively, you're smelling it, and then the next 6 hours a skin scent, but it's not the kind of skin scent that is too close to the skin. I mean, if somebody comes into your personal space, which like about an arm length, they won't smell it. It leaves a beautiful trail. The sillage is very beautiful, because I know that I got a compliment or two with people that came close to me at the point, oh, you smell really good. So that was, I mean, I don't consider you smell good as a compliment. I consider you smell good, what are you wearing, as a compliment. But for this one, we're going to take you smelling good as compliment. I'm not, I mean, if you should know me, I don't even care about compliments, but just for those of you that would want to know if it gets compliments, it leaves a beautiful trail. It's nice. I know that I walked into my children's room, I left, and then my daughter came and said, did mommy come here? So obviously she smelled me in there, and that was in my 2nd hour of usage. So obviously it leaves a nice trail. It's a very great perfume, but I would love to, play with it a bit. I wore it continuously for 3 days, so I can't really say much apart from, and out of those 3 days, there was only one that I got stuck in traffic, and I went about 6 hours with it straight. But the other 2 days I stayed at home, and I noticed all these things. But I would like to get a lot more of wear on it, to be able, like, especially active wear, where I'm going about my usual day. Then I feel like I can give you like a proper review. But this is my first impression. It's a great fragrance, but to my nose it leans more masculine. I would really want my husband to try it, but at this point he's trying some other fragrance for me, so I'll put it on him maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll put it on him, and then I can come back with. But my verdict on this is I'm giving it a solid 8/10. It's a great fragrance. It's unique. It's a germ. It's really unique. And when it dries down, it's so beautiful on my skin. It's just beautiful. I don't like leather, right? And I don't like white musk. But for some reason, I don't get the white musk here at all. It gets powdery, but not too powdery. The animalic nature of it, it's very mild. If you don't like things that get animalic, I almost don't smell the animalic nature, because it kind of works well with the leather note. Because sometimes leather, if it's depending on the kind of leather they use, if you've experienced any of the memo fragrances, that kind of, depending on the leathers they use, it gets deeply animalic. But this is nothing like that. Very beautiful fragrance, and the next one is Vetiver Sensual. It comes in the same box like the Saharan wind that I shared, and the reason why I got the Saharan wind, honestly, was because of the name. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and Saharan Desert is in Africa. I think it's the biggest desert in West Africa, or maybe Africa as a whole, I'm not sure. But that was why I bought it, and I'm not disappointed. Comment down below in the comment section. Tell me if you bought any fragrance because of the name, and tell me what fragrance it is. So this is how this one looks. It comes in the box, the pouch, and then it looks like this. So it's Sensual, Vetiver Sensual. I keep calling it Sensual Vetiver. Let me spritz it, and then I'm getting my handy dandy notebook to give you the notes. But they are called definitely a citrus, it's sweet, it's spicy. I was right. They are called woody, earthy, spicy, green, sweet, amber, and it's mossy. It has top notes of lemon, lime, bergamot, orange, and pink pepper, lemon. Oh, I said lemon already. And then it has orchid, it has mint and patchouli in the mid. And then in the base, it has vetiver, it has amber, it has oak moss, and it has white musk. So it is just a beautiful citrus, fresh fragrance. It feels like it's a modern take on Cedrat Boisé by Mancera, but it's not as woody. Cedrat Boisé had a woody undertone, but this one has rather sweet, bright undertone. It's super citrusy. It is definitely a unisex fragrance. I truly love it because I'm a sucker for vetiver. So this was like a no-brainer. It lasts very long, but not as long as Saharan wind, just because you know the citruses, fragrances that are based on citruses don't last as long as other fragrances, you know. And the thing about this one is that it has a beautiful central, it has a large projection, but it has a large projection, but the projection time is small, so it lasts, it projects for about an hour and a half actively, and by the third hour, by the second hour, it's already getting a bit close to your skin, but it lasts long, I need to be honest. Even as a skin scent, it has a good projection. It has, you know, a good longevity, sorry. So in total, this one, it stays on my skin for about 7 to 8 hours, which is not bad, honestly, for one that is based on citrus. But another thing too is that just like this, so I haven't really done too much because I used the Saharan wind first, and because I thought I sprayed too much, I didn't do enough sprays on this. What I'm going to try to do is to do a standard spray on different days of the same and then be able to compare them. But honestly, this is another masterpiece. It's spicy, it is earthy, it is citrus, it's bright. It's a beautiful fragrance for summer. I feel like this is going to do super well in the sunny weather. It's just light. It's going to be a dumb reach for me. It's very beautiful. It's just a really nice green scent. If you're one that likes green scents, this is one for you because it's a tad bit sweet, not overly sweet, and it's just nice. Again, this doesn't, the only challenge I have is that the lemon and the lime, they're slightly artificial, so it gives it a bit of like a cleaning product kind of lemon and lime. But honestly, I'm not mad about it. I like it, I enjoy it. I think it's a great addition to the Mancera line that Mancera has got there, and it's something that I really like. Honestly, I'm not mad about these at all. I'm happy that I have them. I'm going to do like an in-depth review of them all, so I don't want to speak too much because honestly I haven't done enough damage to be able to know. But with my first impression with the few days that I used them, I think that they're just fantastic. I know one of the things I thought was that this is very good. It's going to be good for layering because you could layer on some other fragrance into this and it's going to be very beautiful. Let me know if you want to see a video on layering combinations that I do, because I do the weirdest and the baddest layering combinations. I know, right? If I say so myself. So yes, comment down below if there's any of the new Manceras you want to get. I have my eyes on a few of them that I want to add to my collection. Let me know if there's some that you want to see videos on. I would do that for you. Thank you so much for watching the video. But if you're not already subscribed, please do subscribe. Please turn on your notification. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share. That is how you can support me, and I truly will like that support. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.